Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Dave with Blue Line Battle Sports, and today I want to go over the Nexus HPA engine. I had shown off a little bit on my YouTube feed not that long ago. Just kind of went over a look at my TAC-STIM build, but I didn't really go into the Nexus. And shortly after I posted that video, Eddie Valiant posted his video about him playing with the Nexus, but I haven't seen anybody really kind of take a look at it for you guys. So I thought I'd just go over it real quick. So it's actually a really solid build. I got mine in blue to match everything else because, you know, Blue Line Battle Sports got a brand. So, plus it looks really cool hanging out of the rifle when it's in there. You know, blue hop up, blue box. I mean, it looks good. I like it. So I got it in blue. There's a bunch of other colors if you have something that's got like a skeletonized body or some of that. So there's other colors if that's what you want for your gun. I can't list them all. Go look it up. They're on Amped Airsoft. Oh, I'm sorry. They're at LA Kappa Customs right now, if you guys are looking for them. So that's where you can pick them up here in the States. I think it BZ Tac, or he says BZ, but BZ Tactical if you're in the UK. I know they're carrying them too. So that's where you can get more. Red Wolf, I believe Red Wolf is carrying them as well. Anyway, there's a couple of sites you can get them. They're not everywhere right now. They really should be because they're really awesome, and we're going to go into that. All right, so now I got my airline hooked up to it. Let me just show you some of the functions on it. So first of all, you've got your selector plate right here. Mine came in perfect. Perfect. I didn't have to change it. There are several more in the box right here. If this one doesn't work with your gun, you've got spares. All right, so it works fairly well. So there's your semi-automatic. And one of the things I'm impressed with the trigger is that it's so sensitive. So if you've been playing paintball, you know how to play paintball, you know how to fan your trigger, you can do this and it's mechanical. That's the impressive thing. This is a mechanical trigger. That's how it comes adjusted out of the box. Really, there's no back plate for me to mess with. I mean, it's very minuscule. So I didn't really bother adjusting the trigger. This is just the stock. And then you've got your full auto. I like it. It's good. I'm going to need another regulator because it actually cycles too fast for this POS regulator that I have on my gun. And so, like I said, I'm going to need a better regulator for this to keep up because it's a really high rate of fire on this. I believe they've got it down at like 25 rounds per second is what they wrote. People have asked me how easy to install. It goes like this. Okay. It's installed. Okay. So it's installed. So that's it. That's all there is to it. If you can remove your gearbox and if you can remove your gearbox and your motor, you can install this. It's a very simple system to do. It's not a problem. You shouldn't have a problem with it. That's it. I didn't have to shim mine. I didn't have to play around with spacing. None of that. I did want to show you guys this for maintenance. This particular engine does need to be oiled, or if you want to use Tech T gun salve or some other silicone-based lube, like a gel, that'll work too. Right now, all I have is oil on me. I'm gonna have to go pick up the gel. I would recommend that, but it has to be silicone-based. Same with the oil, silicone-based oil. So this assembly is very simple. I'm not gonna break it down right now, but simply you can pull everything out of the front here. You insert like a 3/4 inch Allen. Put some pressure on it, pull the nozzle, pull everything out. It just slides right out. And then all the O-rings are right there. It's on their instruction manual. Their instruction manual is almost entirely online. Using that QR code right there, that's the instructions. It shows you how to take everything apart, how to maintain it, how to lube it, all that stuff. Another thing that's sometimes I recommend is just dropping a couple of silicone oil drops down the hose to keep the internals, like your this box right here is where your valves are. And you're not going to take that apart for maintenance. You're just not. And if you do, you're really foolish. Don't mess with it. Just leave it in the gun. You don't have to pull it apart. There's no reason to pull it apart. So don't pull it apart. Just a couple of drops of oil down the hose, get the O-rings in there. It'll cycle everything through, and it'll be good to go. And it should serve you for a really, really long time. For maintenance, I mean, depending on how much you shoot, I mean, if you're going to just rip through 5,000, 10,000 BBs in a single day or an event, I would come home and clean it right away. Just run some, pull apart, run some oil through it. Like I said, it just all slides out the top. It's not hard to do. And then, put everything back. You can actually even do it while it's in the gun or while it's in your body, because this piece slides out. So you don't even have to take the thing out. You can literally take the top body off, slide this out, lube everything up, slide it back in, a couple of drips in the bottom of here to cycle it through the valves, and you're finished. That's maintenance on this. It's very simple. It's also very fast. So this weekend, I mean, I had to break this down because I had to fix the safety lever on this because I was really foolish when I put it together and I just didn't do it right. It's right now, so I'll have it out this weekend at Pandemic Airsoft. If you guys are in the panhandle of Florida or South Alabama, or even if you're like out towards Mobile and don't mind the drive, that is where I will be this weekend. If you want to check this out, I'll let you guys take a look at it. I'll let you take it over and shoot it a few times if that's what you guys want to do. But if you guys want to check it out and just see, that's where I'll be. I also got how does this compare to the Kythera, because that is your other big name, major mechanical HPA system on the market. They're different. It's not that one's better than the other. They're different. So being that I might have a play style you don't, I prefer the Nexus. I kind of bounce back and forth between Milsim and Speedsoft, and I jokingly call it TAC-SIM, which was the whole point of this build to begin with, was a Milsim style rifle with Speedsoft style performance. And that's where this came in. This is a very light trigger. It's a very fast trigger. It's very simple to work on. And I appreciate that, all of it. The Kythera is not a bad system. I have one. I'm actually putting that in another build. I don't know if I'm going to keep it or sell it when I'm done, but I'm putting it into another build right now. And that build's going to be for more of a serious Milsim gun because it's an all-metal body. It's another old Vulcan that I have. I got some fitment issues with gearboxes I got to sort out, or it would be already up and running. However, the Kythera's trigger pull is a more realistic trigger pull, if that's what you're after, which equals a slower trigger pull. Okay, so the realism on an AR, if you've never really shot one, or an M16 if you've never really shot one, or an M4, it's stiff. It's not super smooth like the Nexus or like your HPA buttons or even your AEGs. Okay, like some of the gas blowbacks don't even hold a handle to what it was really like to pull a trigger on a real M4. The Kythera is pretty good about it. I'm really impressed with it. But with the Kythera comes some problems. You can look them up online, but some of the major ones are the body likes to, or the engine likes to twist in certain gearboxes, which brings it off your trigger, so your trigger's out of alignment. That's a no-go. I mean, it shuts the whole thing down right there until you can take apart the gearbox. So shims and taping just to get it to fit. The macro line on it tends to kink, cutting off your air supply. That's another major issue that these things have. Okay, so the Kythera is far, far from perfect. And the one thing I didn't realize is that if you put a speed trigger in there just to kind of tune it up, that metal on metal just eats that freaking speed trigger up, and it's dead in a year, which means you have to take it apart. The sear also takes damage from a metal trigger, which means you have to take it apart. So the Kythera is maintenance intensive, where you're taking your gun apart at least once a year, just to fix the trigger. Again, not a bad gun. I haven't tried it with plastic. I got a plastic trigger in there now, maybe with some more give, like the plastic flags. It won't be as bad. We'll see. I haven't run that yet to see, but I know I had a speed trigger in it, and it just chewed it up, and I was really, really unhappy with that. So there's differences between the two of them. Like I said, if you want something with a more realistic feel, also something that's a lot cheaper than the Nexus, then I would go with the Kythera. If you want high performance, high rate of fire, money is not as much of an object. I know we all have different budgets out there. Then go with the Nexus. That's just simply how it is. Another thing, last thing before I go, Mechlabs, the guys who make the Nexus and make the Arc. I had a couple of brain cramps trying to get everything together. I had some questions. These guys are so fast on response. Like, my question was handled almost immediately. Like, they're monitoring their Facebook. They're answering questions if you have them. They're there to help if you have them. If you have issues with tech support, they're there to have them. They're a good company, and they're backing their product. So that's another thing that I'm really happy with Mechlabs. Now, they're a smaller company right now. This could change if they grow huge, but I don't think they will. I mean, like, these guys at the core, like, I think they said at one point, one of their things, they came over from paintball, and they were really interested in airsoft. So they basically scaled down a paintball gun, spool valve, and stuck it in your airsoft gun. And if you guys don't know anything about spool valves, those are really, really excellent systems to have in your paintball guns and your competition paintball guns, even the mechanical ones. They're solid. And that's what you ended up in here with the Nexus. I highly, highly, highly recommend this if you want, if you're in the market for a new HPA engine. It doesn't matter if you're looking for electronic or mechanical. Either way, this trigger's so light, the gun's so fast. Honestly, if this had come out at the same time as the Polar Star had originally come out and they both dropped together, I probably would have picked this one up just for simplicity and just for the fact that really, I mean, you're not going to get 50 BBs a second, but you don't need 50 fucking BBs a second. You need like 20 should be your max, 25 if you're crazy. This'll do it. Out of the box, this'll do it. So again, highly recommended. Right now, I'm kind of putting this on a pedestal above pretty much all of the HPA systems. There is one criticism I have, and it is the adjustable trigger. While it is short, I do like the little, I mean, like I got a hair trigger on my Polar Star, and I really do like that. I also like binary, but I had to pay extra for a board for it. But I do like that feature. I do like binary. If there's a way they could do mechanical binary, that would be friggin' sweet. I'd love that, because that's allowed in some fields that the full auto is not. Really, those are my two biggest complaints. Like, I wish the trigger was a little more adjustable so I could tighten it up just that much more. And I wish there was a binary trigger option, and I don't know if that's possible. I'm not a mechanical guy. So really, yeah, overall, other than that, Nexus, hands down, my favorite HPA engine right now. I really can't wait to run it this weekend. Again, if you guys see me out at the field, hit me up, come by, take a look at it, and we'll go over it together. So this is Dave with Blue Line Battle Sports. I hope to see you guys out on the field.